The code kept me alive before the cross found me. I'm not gonna pretend it didn't. Don't snitch, ride for yours, never fold. Those weren't suggestions where I came from, survival requirements. But the cross has a different code. And the day those two went to war inside me was the day I had to decide which one I actually believed in. Yo, don't snitch, but the truth shall set you free. Ride for yours, but love your enemies. Never fold, but deny yourself. Take up the cross, the code and the calling, pulling the same man in opposite directions. I grew up believing the code was on him, that loyalty to the block was the highest currency, that a man's word to his people was the closest thing sacred. Then I found something actually sacred, and the comparison cost me everything I built on the code. I lost relationships choosing to cross over the code. Lost the respect of men I respected deeply. Lost the version of myself that felt impenetrable. And some days I grieve that version, because impenetrable felt like strength. And the cross asked for something that looked like weakness from the outside.
Street code versus the cross.
I can't serve both masters. One says protect yourself, one says lay your life down.
Street code versus the cross.
The collision is real. I'm not going to dress it up like the transition was clean. It cost me naming that matters. But the cross brought something the code never could. My actual freedom.
Street code versus the cross.
The cross won, but I still know every line of the code, and that's the testimony. The code has a guide. It's self-preservation dressed as loyalty. Fear of being seen is soft underneath the language of honor. I know, because I spoke that language fluently. Knew when the code was wisdom and when it was just pride. Refusing to bend, cause bending looked like breaking. The cross says the greatest love lays down his life. The code says never let them see you bleed. Those are not compatible philosophies. You cannot straddle them forever. Eventually the ground between them disappears. The men who walked with Jesus left their nets. Walked away from the livelihood, the crew, the identity. Peter left the fishing boat, that was his block. Matthew left the tax booth, that was his operation. They didn't make it clean or painless. They just chose the thing that was realer than the thing they've been building. The cross asked for the nets. All of them.
Street code versus the cross.
I can't serve both masters. One says protect yourself, one says lay your life
Street
down.
code versus the cross.
The collision is real. I'm not gonna dress it up like the transition was clean. It cost me naming that matters. But the cross bought something the code never could. My actual freedom.
Street code versus the cross.
The cross won, but I still know every line of the code, and that's the testimony. I still understand the code. I'm not naive about where it came from or why it exists. But I found something stronger, something that survived. But the code couldn't survive. And I chose it. I choose it again. I choose it again.